Do you want to publish 65 novels and become a best-selling author? Well, watch to the end and find out how you can do that. Stephen King is an amazing author. He is very prolific in his writing, and he has done so much for the horror and just kind of contemporary fantasy. I don't know. It's more like just real life stuff, but it's been put into our own world. And yeah, he is a fantastic author, and one of the reasons why is because of his work ethic. He works so hard, but he's consistent every single day, and that's how he does it. So really, I can't promise that you will write and publish 65 novels and over 200 short stories and that you'll become a bestseller. But I think looking into the world of Stephen King and how he's done it will be a good idea of how you can be more successful in your writing and how you can improve your work ethic and your schedule. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think about Stephen King. Do you like his writing? Do you like his schedule? Do you think this is helpful for you? Let me know. So Stephen King said this: I wake up, I eat breakfast, I walk about 3.5 miles. I come back, I go to my little office where I got my manuscript and the last page that I was happy with on the top. I read that, and like getting on a taxiway, I am able to go through and revise it and put myself, click, back into the world, whatever it is. I don't spend the day writing. I maybe write fresh copy for 2 hours, and then I'll go back and revise some of it and print it like then and turn it off. I think that's really awesome. I think it's fantastic that he does this. He has this consistent schedule, and he's working on it. He isn't just being sporadic and just going in when the inspiration hits. He writes, prints it off, and then he leaves, comes back the next day. I also really like how he says he goes to his little office. It would probably be really easy for him to just go to his room or whatever at his house, but he actually goes to a separate spot to write, and I think that's really awesome. So how does he do it? Well, he has a routine. He keeps up with his daily work, and he stays consistent and doesn't stop. He even says that he doesn't just write during the week, he writes on the weekends. And with a schedule like this, except for when he's on tour or some other major event is going on, keeping this schedule is probably really helpful for him, not only as an author, but just as a person to stay healthy. He writes daily, and he also stays active. He doesn't just write. He starts his day by making sure he gets his water and his tea and his vitamins. And it says that he takes a 3 to 3.5 mile walk. That's a lot, and that's really awesome. You can tell just that he seems to stay pretty healthy. And I think that's really important for an author. If you are having a tough time finding time to write and to work out or just to be active, I would say look at your schedule and maybe try and be healthy first. Have a good healthy life and then start putting in this hobby, because if you're able to do both and keep your mind stimulated and keep your body going, I think it'd be really helpful for you, not only just as a creative person, as a writer, but also just to keep your body healthy. I think it'd be really, really good for you as a person. So what is his actual writing count? Well, he says when he was younger, it was about 2,000 words a day, which is pretty good. You can get a lot done with 2,000 words a day. But he says as he has been aging and as he has gotten older, it has gone down to about 1,000 words a day. But having 1,000 clean words a day is actually really great. And he says anywhere between 1,000 to 600, 1,000 words to 6 pages. I think it just depends on what documents or what thing you're doing, whether it's a typewriter, your phone, or a laptop or whatever. But getting those 6 pages in, and he says he gets them pretty clean, I think is really awesome. Definitely not a luxury we all have, as a lot of us are new writers, and a lot of our writing will not be the best. The goal is just to get the writing done. But once you get to a Stephen King level and you've essentially mastered your craft, I think it's totally okay to call those pages clean. One thing that I learned from Stephen King and other famous authors is a writing schedule. If you are able to, let's say, just create a really solid schedule and stay consistent with it, you will write books. You will do it. I'm going to do a whole video on Terry Pratchett himself, but Terry Pratchett wrote 500 words a day. Stephen King writes 1,000 words a day. Both very prolific writers. Brandon Sanderson writes, he says about 35,000 words a month, which is a lot. That's more than 1,000 words a day, but you know, just depends because he has a pretty crazy life. But Stephen King, the focus of this video, is consistent. He has a schedule. He stays healthy. And I think that shows that even when he is older, and even older than he already is, he will still be writing. He will still be producing work. He's putting stuff out all the time. And I think that's amazing. Treating this like a job is really important. Putting in the work not only as a writer, but to do your research and to do your due diligence as a creative is really important. So treating your writing like a job, creating that schedule, really important. So how can we take all this stuff and apply it to our lives? I would just say, create a solid schedule. Find a time or times within your day or your week or your month, whatever it may be, where you can get the writing done. Whether it's just on the weekend or if it's early in the morning or late at night, find something where you can not only start writing, but also be healthy. I would really highly suggest finding a way to add some activity to your day. Don't just be a recluse writer in your room. Actually get out, be active, not just with yourself, but with friends and family. It's really good to add these things to your schedule. But yeah, that's essentially my video on Stephen King. Again, I'm not promising that you will publish and become a bestseller of 65 novels, but I do think keeping with a schedule like this and creating a really strong work ethic for your art would be really helpful for you and your creative career. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like this video, because if you don't, I'm going to dog ear all of your deluxe editions of your books. Comment what you liked about this video. What can I do better? What did you like about Stephen King? And yeah, subscribe because we're trying to hit our goals, and have a great day.